what we are going to do now? Let me close all of them. Close. So, you know what we did here? Here we have created what here? Customer service, no doubt. And if you see properly, for customer service, we created one controller that is known as what here? Customer controller. Customer controller is available. So directly we are giving how we are giving the request. See here, everybody. If I want to give the request http://localhost 9090/add. Directly I am giving add, fetch by ID. But I don't need to give directly add. I want to give you customer/add, customer/fetch, customer/edit, customer/delete. So tell me what I want to map here, because it belongs to customer, na? So the name of that should come, sir. So that is the reason what I am going to do here. In my previous example, I will write here @request mapping. Okay, request mapping. What's the mapping I want to keep? Customer. So tell me, can we give directly add, or we need to give customer/add? Customer/add. Understood my point here now? Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Now what I wants to do now? What is my today's agenda? Today's agenda is I want to create a microservice. I want to create a microservice. Already we have a customer service. This is known as what here? Customer service. Customer service is one microservice. And this microservice is running under port number called 9090. This is the port number where my customer service is running. So now I want to create this customer service. For customer service, we never take applications.properties file. No. Go to main resources. What is there here? Properties file. Application properties file means port number, URL, database details, like that we have given. So now what I will do, right click on that properties file, refactor. What I'm doing, rename. Instead of properties file, I am taking YAML file, YML. Click OK button. And now I want to go to the inside. I want to make it everything empty. So because microservices having YAML files. So before we go to that one, I want to show you something to you people, which is very, very important, guys. So we will see list of companies which are working with microservices. Who are working? Amazon, Netflix, SoundCloud, Twitter, Uber, PayPal, eBay, Guild, The Guardian, Nordstrom. These are the companies are working with microservices today. So what I will do now, here I will take application.yaml file. YAML file support this kind of structure it will represent. So tell me, what is your server port number? Or you can take what here? 9090. Your wish. If you want to take 91, take 9191. What is the big deal? But we need to change in the what? Diagram. But I am taking 9090. And what is the name of this service? Customer service. I am giving my application name. Spring application name is customer service. And I am telling Spring Data source driver class URL username password, this one. And I am telling Spring JPA, what is this? Update, generate DDL true, show SQL means what query it is executing, show me the SQL. So like this we need to write. You don't need to write in the same one line. YAML file, same code we wrote in this approach, hierarchical approach. So now let's see what is ready now. What is ready? Customer service is ready. So you can run like this also. See this, let me execute this. Right click, run as Spring Boot. 9090 is my port number. What happened? Failed to configure what here? Your attribute is not specified. Is there now? Sometimes it will come, you do one thing, right click. What we can do, debug as Maven install. Sometimes you need to do this. Build successful should come, sir. Wait here. Debug, debug means I am checking what is the problem with the what project. So here you can see here it is starting now. What happened? Build failed. Something is wrong with the project. Just no changes now. It is internet connection. If not good, this problem will come. Don't worry. I will go for Maven install once again. I will do one thing. I will do run as Maven install. There is no problem with the code. Problem with what here? STS ID. Sometimes it will happen, sir. So I will close this STS ID. I will close. I will open what here? One more time. Launch. Did you understand? We can work with properties file, even we can work with YAML file. So here we are using the YAML file. Wait, don't touch anything. So now we need to do what here? Right click, run as Spring Boot. I think that problem should not come. What is telling? Okay, now. Sometimes it will happen, sir. As I told you, I am removing this CJ, guys. CJ I am removing. I am removing what? CJ. CJ because it is an advanced level of what here? MySQL. So old version is what here? Without CJ. So let me take this one. What has happened? Right click. 1 second, guys. Run as. Sorry, debug as Maven install. Our build is getting failed here. What is telling could not activate it because it does not. Problem with what here? Pom.xml file here. Otherwise, I will do one thing, right click, debug as Maven clean. One second, Maven clean I'm doing. What happened? Build success. Now you can run the project. Right click, run as Spring Boot. So you do one thing, right click, debug as Maven install. No, there is no problem with the code actually. The problem with what here? Our pom.xml file. Yes, it's working, sir. It is creating one more time project. Wait. So whatever the problems were there, now it will remove the problems. It is doing the test. Yes, it's running. Debug the code. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, build success will come. Don't worry. What is coming? Build success. Now it will work. Now you run the project. Right click, run as Spring Boot. So everyone focus here. I'm running the Spring Boot here. It's a problem with what your application. This one. You don't worry about that one. So now you can see here. Come down here. Now you can check. Tomcat is running with what port number? I told you now there is no problem with what here? ID. That's why I'm telling you, you should have good internet connection. So understand if you are facing the problem, so means you should do Maven update, Maven install, close, again restart. If you do, then only output will come. So now tell me, now whenever we want to give the request, let me open this Microsoft Edge. http://localhost 9090/ if I'm writing fetch, we will not get the data. Very good. What I should type? customer/fetch. Customer/fetch. We are getting the data. Amanda. 101, Amanda, Florida. So understood my point? Customer is working or not working? So which service is ready now? Customer service is ready. But this time we have taken applications.yaml file. So now what I will do, my customer service is ready. I will create one Eureka server. So let me take this as what your Eureka server. And what is the port number of this Eureka server? 8761. So what's the default port number of Eureka server? 8761. And why do we use Eureka server? Eureka server is also known as service registry. What we call it is? Service registry. So we will create one service registry project which is running under 8761. This is known as what here? Eureka server. Service registry is known as what? Eureka server, and customer service is known as Eureka client. Understood my point here? No? So who will become client? Customer. So customer service becomes Eureka client. And service registry becomes what? Eureka server. So as I told you, what we need to do, we need to register. We need to register this service with Eureka server. or we need to say service registry, we need to register. So definitely we need to create what now? Service registry. So before we create a service registry, I want to ask you. Here you can see here in the notes. We need to go to the what here? Customer service. In customer service, I need to add which dependency? Eureka Discovery Client. Discovery Client we need to add. And we need to create what here? Service registry. In that we need to add what here? Eureka server. So see this, first I will create Eureka server. Where is this? Here. So let me do one thing. Bring here. File. New. Spring Starter project. Now what I will do? I will take here. Eureka. Sorry. We need to go to what? Service registry. Service registry. Next. Here we need to add what here? Eureka server. Eureka server. Eureka server. Click next. Finish. We got it or not? So tell me what we need to do inside this. We need to open this project. We need to add one annotation, sir. We need to add one annotation. At the rate, enable Eureka server. Which annotation we need to add? At the rate, enable Eureka server. So that annotation we need to add here. Project is creating wait. 26% completed wait here. Right side you can see. If you disturb the project, project disturbs you. So almost done. Okay now. So now what we need to do? We need to open this one. I need to go to what? Main Java package. What is that one? Service registry application. Here we need to add at the rate enable Eureka server. Sometimes it will not come. Wait. After 2 minutes it will come. Save. Again type at the rate enable. What came? Eureka server. So now we got the enable Eureka server. Now you go to the what here? Main resources. What we got? Properties file. We need properties file or YAML file. YAML file. Right click. Refactor. Rename. Here I will say applications dot YAML file. YML. Now you open. Tell me what I should see. Server port na. So I will keep here server dot. It's coming slowly, guys. You need to wait for some time. What is coming? Server port. What the server port is available? 8761. Then now what we need to do? What we need to do? Tell me this is a server now. Server should not register, right? Only who should register? Client. Client should get registered. So what we will do? In the I will write register with Eureka false. False registry false. Service registry false. So see here what we need to do. I will go to the what here. So it is telling Eureka client registry with Eureka what? False. So server is telling I am not the client. I am not the client. Don't register me. Fetch registry also what? False. So this is for what here? Don't register me. Eureka server only telling I am not client. Don't register me. Save. Server is ready. Eureka server is ready. Over. Finish. Work is of Eureka server is done. But now where we need to go? I need to go to the what? Customer service. Which dependency I need to add? Eureka Discovery Client. right click, go to the what here? Spring. Spring. What is there here? See here. Right click to the project, Spring, add status. Add status. Click on that one. Then here we need to add a Eureka Discovery Client. Eureka Discovery Client. Next, select pom.xml file here. Where you need to add pom.xml file. Then finish. But tell me, did you register client? So what we should write? Eureka client register with Eureka true. Fetch registry true. That only we should write, na? Yes. So now what we need to do? I need to go there. I need to add this code. I need to go to the what here? Application dot, sorry, customer, na? Customer, I need to go. Main resources, application dot what? YAML. So here I need to come down, and here I need to say what here? Eureka kind register with Eureka true. Fetch registry true. So what is the default zone for our this one Eureka server? Localhost 8761/. It's a default zone. Default we need to give, and localhost host name. What is the localhost? I'm sorry. What is the host name? In my computer only, na? Yes. So this is known as what here? Registering service with Eureka server. Understood my point here now? Srikanth understood. So what happens whenever if you write this code, automatically what happens? Customer service will register with service registry. Service registry it will register. So now we need to run the project. Over, project is over. Finish. So now what we need to do? First we need to register service registry. What we need to register? Service registry. Right click, run as Spring Boot. Service registry is running. See this. Yes. Service registry running. With what port number? 61. See here, everybody. What I will do, I will open this one. http://localhost 8761/. Enter. So now you can see what is came here. Spring Eureka. Come down. You can see what is telling. No instances available. Availability zone status. So now what we need to run now? Now we need to run what here? Customer service. Customer service running with what port number? 9090. Right click, run as Spring Boot. Run as Spring Boot. Customer service is running now. Yes. So what is running now? Customer service. See here, you can see here. So what happens, sir? I will go to the what here? Customer service. Customer service also running perfectly. So now you go and refresh. Now you go and refresh. Refresh. Which service is running? And it is, what is the status? Up. UP means up. What is the port number? 9090. Now what I will do, I will change the port number now. I will change the port number. You can see this. Go to application.yaml file. I am giving 9098080. Save, and again I will run. I told you now we can run multiple instances. Spring Boot. So one application running with 9090 port number, Same application running with 8080 port number. So total how many services are up? 2 services are up. So now you can go to this refresh. And is there any problem? Huh? Let me check. Some problem came, guys. 1 second. Sorry, 8080 don't take. I already took what here? For somebody, you can take 7070, guys. Because my 8080 port number is for Photoshop. That's why it is not executing. So what I'm taking? 7070. You also don't take 8080. Except 8080, you can take any port number, but don't take duplicates. Okay, na? So now what I have taken? 7070. Now it will work. No problem with this one. So now you come here. Now you can see refresh. How many availability zones? 2 with what port numbers? 7070, 9090. Both names are what? Customer service running with 2 port numbers. But there is a problem is there, sir. You understood this diagram, I know, sir. You understood this diagram, I know. You understood this diagram, I know. But my scenario is completely different, sir. What is my scenario? I will give you one simple example to you. Assume that this is a customer service. This is add to cart service. And this is payment service. Assume that. So let me say this is customer service. This is add to cart service. Add to cart, na? And last we have what here? Payment service. So customer service is working with one port number called 9. So let's say 9090. And add to cart service, assume that running with 8080. And this is running with what here? 7070. Duplicates not allowed. So tell me, if you want to give the request to the customer, how we are giving the request to the customer, you know? http:// localhost. What is that? 9090 customer/fetch. Suppose if you want to give the details to what your add to cart service. Very good. 8080 / add to cart/fetch. If you want to give to the payment, let's say payment service, that I will give what here? 7070. Tell me what we should remember. Port numbers. Port numbers we need to remember. 7070, 8080, 9090 like that. But which is very headache to the programmer. If you have 3 services, it is not a big deal. But if you have thousands of services, can you remember the port numbers? No. So to overcome this problem, they have introduced one concept called API gateway. What concept will get? API gateway. Which API gateway? Spring Cloud API gateway. Spring Cloud API gateway. So what this API gateway, assume that working with 9191 port number. It is working under 9191 now. Now how will you give the data, sir? Now how will you give the data, you know? How will you give the request, you know? This time I should not pass this one, I need to pass 9191 only. Here also we need to pass 9191 only. Here also we need to pass 919. So how many port numbers we are remembering? Only one port number we are remembering. Which port number? API gateway port number. API gateway port number we need to remember. Customer means it will go to customer. Add to cart means it will go to add to cart. Payment means it will go to payment. So tell me, this API gateway concept is very good or not good? Yes. So today we do that only. So today what I will do, I created this customer service and service registry, and I will create one API gateway because I don't want to give requests with 9090. 9090 I don't want to give, 9191 I want to give you. So what we need to do for that one, we need to start with what here? API gateway. So API gateway means first I need to create a project. What's the project name? Cloud API gateway. And here also I'm taking discovery client. Why? Because I want to register API gateway with service registry, because I want to check my API gateway is up or down. And we need to add what here? Actuators. Even we need to add Spring reactive web. So now immediately I will go to the Spring. I will do one thing. I will close all, file, new, Spring starter project. What I told? Cloud API gateway. Cloud API gateway. Next. What is the first one? Eureka discovery client. Actuators. So Spring Boot actuators. Select Spring Boot actuators. Now we need to go for what here? Reactive web. Spring reactive web. Next, finish. Wait for some time. So now let's see this one. Now after getting this, so after getting this, we need to add Spring Cloud gateway dependencies. We need to add this dependency separately. So go to the project, Cloud API Gateway, open that project, go to pom.xml file, open the pom.xml file. And now what we need to do, you come down, and anywhere after Eureka client, I am adding what here? Gateway. Spring Cloud Starter Gateway. Save. I want to add the dependency. If you add the dependency, then only cloud will work. Otherwise, cloud will not work. So now what we need to do, everyone focus here. So what I will do, immediately I will go to the what here. I want to keep enable Eureka client. It's not mandatory, but if you want to keep, you can keep. But for customer service also, I did not keep this. So if you want to keep this, go to the Cloud API Gateway. Here, Cloud API Gateway, it's a client only. Because API Gateway, I'm registering with Eureka server, service registry. So here I'm writing what here? enable not came. Enable. As I told you, it will come after some times. If it's not coming also, don't worry. Schema, leave it, that is not important. As I told you, this is optional. So now what I want to do now, next to what I want to do now. Now we need to go to the what here? We need to register. How to register? Same. Register with Eureka True, fetch registry, default zone, local host. And what is the application name? API Gateway. So only the extra what we need to write, I will show you. So go to the what here? YAML file. Application.property, right click. Refactor, rename. Application.YAML file. So only what we should do here, you can see here. Remaining is same, sir. This you can use anywhere, application name. Last time we took customer service. This time we are using API gateway. So what we need to do, Spring only having what here? Cloud, gateway, routes, routing. Routing means your API gateway only routing your request. If it's customer, it will send the request to customer. If it's payment, it will send the request to payment service. So what we are doing? Cloud gateway routes. What's the ID name? Where you want to load it? Customer. And you should write LB : / customer service predicates. What's the predicates? Customer / anything. Fetch, add, delete, edit, anything. And remember, here we should write hyphen. Here we should write what? Hyphen. So this is what. Assume that if you want to route to multiple service, copy this ID, paste it. That time you can write which service? Payment service. LB : / what? Payment service. What we should write? Payment. Like that. Which one? See, actually what happens if you give LB, then only it will pass the request to the what here customer. It's a URI. URI means what here? Unified Resource Information. So that where it is available, that customer, it will be getting with LB : / only. So now what we are doing now? Okay, you need to write this. Once if you see, this is for registry. Same thing you wrote inside what? Customer service. Same thing you are writing in what? API gateway. This is the extra information we are writing only for what? API gateway. So now your all the applications ready. Stop every application. Now stop everything, sir. Stop one by one everything. So stop everything. So I stop everything. Now first what I will do, I will run the Eureka server, sir. First we need to run Eureka server service registry. Run as Spring Boot. Check. Our class is over today. So what we have done, sir? We have created what here? Okay, now we have done like this. Now what I will do, I will go to the what here. Next one is what here? Customer service. Right click, run as Spring Boot application. This is also running perfectly. Now I need to go to what? Cloud API gateway. Run as Spring Boot. So now everybody focus now. Now you go to the what here? Service registry, guys. You do refresh. What we got? API gateway, customer service. API gateway runs with what port number? Customer service 7070. Okay. I changed now. Later, actually, it was 9090. Last time I changed it 2 times now. I stop all the services. I stop the services, I run one more time. So it's taking 7070. Deep. Anything is okay, don't worry. Now tell me if you want to fetch the data from the customer. Earlier we are reading like this: http:/localhost 7070/customer/fetch. Fetch we should run. So we are getting the data like this. But now tell me, my API gateway runs with what port number? 9191. So see this here, I will not say 7070. Instead of what I will write? 9191. Enter. That is also same output. Understood my point? And now you don't need to give their port numbers. You always use API gateway port numbers for sending the request. Understood my point here now? Online people got an idea? What's the purpose of API gateway?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So remember that point here, as I told you. So thank you guys. Thank you. We'll meet in the next session. Online people will continue where we stop in the today's class.